Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Sice here, and today I'm going to be bringing you a breakdown slash showcase of the newly released character that just came out, and that's Rick. For all those that don't know, Rick is from Rick and Morty, a very popular show. They did release Morty earlier throughout the year, and now this is his counterpart. So I'm gonna, go over what I think is good, if I think is anything bad about the character, and what I like about him. So let's get into it. So based on what I like to do when I'm testing out a new character is move around, see how he feels, and so far he feels pretty good. His movement is not too fast but not too slow either, so it's pretty tricky. He has a decent jump, a decent dash dance. Alright, so on to his normals. We have his neutral. That's his actually that's his jab, his forward neutral. This right here is a pretty good button. It has this, it hits, look at the range it hits from. Right there is pretty good, and that leads into a lot of what he's gonna be doing, because he's pretty much a setup character. So if you can get the first hit of this, you can like combo into a lot of things. So that's really good that he has this and the range you can do it. It's even further if you charge it. So having that is really good. Next up is his regular his regular neutral. So it's a little gun right here. And this is good because it, even though it does 1 damage, it's non-committal, and you can just do it as much as you want, no cooldown, and you can rack up damage like crazy. And the cool thing about this move is you can also charge it, which you can move behind it and apply pressure. So having a projectile that you can run behind is always good in a platform fighter because it's free pressure. So that's really good. Next up is his down attack, which is this fart bomb. It's really good for extending combos, and since it's a projectile, you can apply projectile perks like fire to add ignite, which can set up for a lot of damage. So this is a pretty good extender. I like that. What else does he have? Okay, we went over that. Oh, his up attack. This is really good because it's a 2-hit, so the second hit links into it, guaranteeing a follow-up. So having moved that link into itself is really good because you don't have to worry about people falling out, and the fact that the second hit always connects is really good. So this is also a combo extender, and it's a really good anti-air, it seems like. So I like that. It's pretty good. All right, so now we're getting into his aerials. One of my favorite aerials of his right now is his forward air. This move is really good. The hitbox seems like it's bigger than, let me see. Yeah, it hits behind him, so like that little ball is the hitbox, it seems like, which is really good. So we got that. Next up is his up air. So he has basically 2 versions. So when you knock him up, let's see, when you do the cooldown version, if he does stop dodging, it applies silence. Even though that's really good in teams, even in general, like if you can stop certain characters from using a move in that moment, that's really good. So without the cooldown, he just does this regular attack, which is still decent. The hitbox is not all that great, but it's still pretty decent. And his down air, well, his neutral is the same as his neutrals on the ground, so I just want to get that out of the way. The thing is, one cool thing about the neutral is you can fade back with it, so you and charge it, so you have a lot of control over it in the air, so that's pretty good. Unlike on the ground, you don't have that much control over it, but in the air you do. So I recommend using the air version more than the ground version. You still want to use both, but the air one is definitely more versatile. Okay, now onto the down air. Boom. This move is good because it applies ignite. So you see that fire around him? That's just damage over time, just from hitting the down air. That's crazy to me. Jake had, I don't know if he still has that, but Jake has that, and he racks up so much damage. So having that is really good. And this move is also a kill move at high percent, so you got that going for him. So I went over his aerials. Let's get into his specials. This is his neutral special in the air. The good thing about this move right here is it doesn't apply cooldown, but the regular version of it on the ground does. So he gets 2 stacks of this move right here. And the cool thing about this move is, like, you can, another thing, you can apply pressure by running behind it. If you press forward while you let it go, but if you press up, he does an uppercut, so you can actually combo with that. If you press down, he does this long charge, which probably has some setup, because this character has a lot of setup. So like, I'm pretty sure people will find out some cool things with that move. But so far, I like this move because it's just quick pressure, you know. And that's, again, like, you have 2 characters you got to worry about now. You don't have to commit either, so that's a pretty cool move. Next up is his down special, which is this thing called, if you're standing in it and you also get hit, if your opponent gets hit, they get morphed into a tiny rain dog, which they can't attack. And when you're morphed, you get bigger, and all your moves are stronger. Even your projectiles are bigger. So like, this is gonna be your main thing probably for when you're at high percents. You're gonna want to use that to get those kills. Look at the damn knockback, yo. The fact that's gonna be like your go-to at high percents, or when you're trying to find a kill. Next up is his up special, which is this rocket launch. If you hold it, you get 2 hits, which is pretty cool. 1 hit, you can move out of it. It's pretty solid. Not sure if it kills, but definitely does good damage. Probably combler. Just overall, not too bad. Oh, now his main thing that's gonna take a while to get optimized is this portal. This move is cool because you could knock your opponents into it and combo. Also, your opponent's projectiles and your projectiles can go through it and like do crazy stuff with it. So like, that's gonna be like the main thing that most, you know, Ricks are gonna like optimize. But yeah, so when you do the portal, it goes on cooldown. You get 2 uses. So once you use both of those portals, you get this slide, which is pretty cool. It's pretty fast. Great movement option. You can chase with it. So he's not without any moves without that. So I like that. And that's pretty much his whole kit right now, just from playing with him. So my thoughts, I think he's a hard character, just like Morty. I think he's gonna rely more on setups than Morty, but he's gonna be a better teammate than Morty, in my opinion. But overall, he's solid, and I think he's got a lot of room to grow unless he gets nerfed. So that's my thoughts on what I think, you know, about Rick. Let me know what you guys think. If you think he's good, if you think he's bad, just, you know, comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, Sice is out.